everyone, how are you doing? I was here wasting so much time playing with these candle things. The lights were all different. See how the last two are red? Well, I don't know if they look red to you, but they were all different colors. Or they were like two red and two different colors, so I kept rearranging them. But then they just caught up. See, two reds. See, what did they do? See, two yellows. I'm telling you what I see. Two red, yellow, white, two whites. But see that like that. That's what I was trying to get. So there's no rhyme and reason. These are the Dollar Tree ones. So anyhow, I wanted to talk about the power of words, in particular, a word. But you know, there's the words shoulda, coulda, woulda. I guess they have some power to them. Well, a lot of words have power, bad power. The bad words, the four-letter words, as I remember they were referred to when I was growing up. I would never dare say them. My kids wouldn't say them. Other families said them. Boy, if I would have said that kind of four-letter word, I would be writing, till now, writing it out. I went to Catholic school, and I'm talking about home, but in Catholic school, when you did anything wrong, well, in the earlier years, look, I'm veering off already. In the earlier years, you would have to go down, kneel on your knees, and put your hands out to the side and stay there till you were told not to. I don't remember anyone getting hit across the knuckles with a ruler, so that must have been before my time. Or you had to write out 100 times, I will not do blah blah. Well, I didn't get in trouble. This is what I observed. This is not what this is about. I don't know. You know me, I veer off. Probably because I'm at home 24/7 and, you know, just Polly and me. I like to talk to people, and this is where I do it. Lucky you. So anyhow, coulda, shoulda, woulda. But anyhow, the word but. Not the butt that's your booty, the but. So I'll just say some sentences about me, and maybe it'll be fun. Well, it'll be fun for me if you commented down below and put your own but sentences in. So I'll try to fit in the coulda, shoulda, woulda too. Let's see. I didn't think I had. Let's see. I could have gone to college right after high school, but I decided to go off to Arizona with my then boyfriend. Okay, that's coulda, shoulda. I guess we could use the same sentence. I should have gone right to college after high school, but I went to follow my, at that time, boyfriend to Arizona. I should not would have. I would have been better off in life at this point in my life if I had gone to college right after high school, but I chose to go to Arizona with my then boyfriend. Now, this is not about you're only somebody if you go to college, but in my experience and seeing my own children and people, you know, that I grew up with, the ones that went to college are making good money. But, oh, there's the word but, wasn't planned, but it just rolled off the lips. But doesn't matter how much you make. Let's see if I can make a sentence with it. It doesn't have to be about me. I'm not going to explain. You'll just figure it out. So anyhow, you could make tons of money, but if you spend it all, you'll have no savings. But, boy, there's a lot of, I'm just going to talk and not interject. Now I forgot what I started saying. Okay, so no interjecting if I can hold back. But if it was me, and I went off to college and did what I wanted instead of what my father said. I wanted to go to college right after high school, but my father said a woman's place is in the home, taking care of children like barefoot and pregnant. I had a modeling career that I was doing, but I sort of gave that up. Not really. I did some of that when I was in Arizona. I had a job at Kodak Eastman Kodak, which was a place that was so, oh, so wonderful. It was, you could make tons of money. My father bought 27 cars with cash because he worked at Eastman Kodak. Every March they got a bonus. It was all over the TV. Bonus day, Kodak people, sign on the dotted line before you get your bonus. They were having people spend the money before they got it. They also had in the area where Kodak was all over, there was Kodak Park. That's where my dad worked, at the park. It was he hated Kodak. But I said, but you got all those cars you could buy for free. You had a good life. But then, did he leave his dear daughter anything? No. But he could have. But my very rich, demented aunt and uncle stole my inheritance. But he was able to buy those cars and have huge savings accounts. But other people who work there, hold on. As a side note, because I can't do without a side note, did you ever get the, oh, excuse me, hold on. Oh my gosh, I sneezed. Did you ever get those dry coughs? I was supposed to have a follow-up appointment at my auntie. This is a side note. And, well, I found out I'm still seeing the same guy that was horrible to me, so I canceled it. But I canceled because my car is still frozen. I can't get in my car. I mean, not even, the car is frozen, it won't open. I can't unearth my car, undig it out of this ice and snow. And yes, I could choose not to talk about the monster, but he could have cleaned it off for me. He's here enough, but he didn't. But anyhow, sorry. I also drank some milk, which gives me phlegm. So anyhow, and I also was accepted at the University of Rochester, which is a very prestigious school, but I made a different choice. So the word "but" has a lot of power, and it kind of goes with coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? Because I could have gone to college, but I chose to go away with my boyfriend to Arizona. Once I got there, I was supposed to live with my childhood friend, Rana, but I walked in her place, and they were all high as a kite. So it kind of left me very disappointed in the choice I made, but I made the best of it. And those have been around, you've heard the story. My second husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, / fiance, his brother was down there, and he was living with someone named JR or WR or something with R. They lived on a farm, so we went to live there. And the lady was so nice. I cannot remember her name. But now that I look in hindsight, I'm pretty sure she was being abused. Not like beaten up, but he downgraded, talked bad about her, and that's abuse. And that's not acceptable. But I was so young and stupid and upset that my friend had lied and didn't tell me that, what was going on. And then I had to think of my mom and how awful she'd feel, and she was worried, and she's like, you got to come back and this and that. But I was an adult. I was 18, and I made a choice. And if you've been around, you know that too. There's two choices in life, the right one and the wrong one. Obviously, I made the wrong one. The right one was to go to college. And I know me, I would have saved up a lot of money. And now, I would have got married along the way, because I did want to get married and get kids, have kids. I would have had money. I wouldn't be in the situation where I depend on an undependable person who has now put me in the process of, I'm going to most likely 99.9% lose my house because of him. So the only person you can depend on is yourself. So this video is all around. But anyhow, I just kind of free-for-alled it. So anyhow, put, if you can, some sentences with but. You could have this, but you did that. And do you agree with there's two choices in life? And I label like the right and the wrong. There's really no right or wrong, but I just say, if you have a choice. In my case, in my thought process, if you go to college, the people I've went to school with, I see they're very successful. But again, if you don't save your money, you're not going to be successful, and you can be in a bad situation like I am, to be making a choice for your child that has put you in this financial mess. I've learned from my first divorce that I will not go in front of a judge who will tell me that on Father's Day I cannot have my children, because I was a mother and father to my first set of kids. Every other Christmas, one parent can have the child till this time, maybe Christmas Eve, then you get them back, then you return. No, that was a living hell. But it turned out he didn't want the kids. He just wanted to look like he was a good parent. Boy, this video is all over the place. I could do a whole nother video on that. But anyhow, so the choices I made the second time around was I wasn't going to have any judge tell me when I can and can't have my own children, because let's face it, I was the one who went through the awful pregnancies, preeclampsia, almost died. No darn male judge is going to tell me when I can and can't have my kids. But there's other people that may think it's okay, I'll go for that route, and then maybe I won't be in the shoes that I'm in. But from learning from the first experience, which I always teach my kids to, you when you learn a lesson, you try to carry it with you. I learned from the first one. So yes, there's some downfalls to my choices, but I try not to look back. I mean, with what's happening in our world, it's making my choice harder to swallow, a harder pill to swallow, as the saying goes. So anyhow, this has been all around. So if you want to write some butt sentence for me, and maybe some coulda, shoulda, woulda, that would be interesting. So I know probably people don't feel like writing stuff. It's much easier to do nothing. For me, it's not that I'm not choosing to not do things or not do daily vlogs. I just literally can't. My life is sucked out of me by being so hot. You have no idea. Plus, I was sick. And I'll talk more about that in another video. But if you're feeling depressed or down or whatever, maybe I challenge you to put 4 sentences down. A but sentence, a coulda, a shoulda, and a woulda. I challenge you, all of you. All 750 of you. Well, that won't happen, but as many of you, I would like to see you write that. I challenge you. If I can do this, you can do this. So let me tell you, I am burning up, which just sucks out all my energy. I still don't feel good. I'm tired. And my nose in the winter is awful. That one sinus that was ruined. It's just a mess. So let's do it. Let's do it together. Come on. So don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, share, and all that good stuff. Be kind to people. You have no idea what they're going through. You don't know which this but or this did they choose, or which shoulda, coulda, woulda. And be kind to yourself. It's very important to take care of yourself. Self-care is very important. Most importantly, please stay safe in this terrible world we're living in. For now, bye everyone. And I hope to see it. You write those things down, because I want to know about you guys. You know so much about me. All right, bye for now.